Hello, hello. Welcome to Shading Why. I'm Marilyn, and today we have a 5-pound Goodwill Bluebox from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. I have 4 boxes from Greensboro. I generally order 2 boxes at a time, and for the last 2 weeks, that's where I've gotten them from. I'm excited to see if we have any goodies in here. I do love treasure hunting. If you haven't been here before, my name is Marilyn, my husband's name's Barry, and we are resellers. We sell on multiple platforms and bring everything to you first. As I said, we generally, as I've said in the past, we generally like doing jewelry a lot. We do our jewelry videos on Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also do other things. We have other platforms. Barry does a lot of picking. He also has an air conditioning company and he sells air conditioning parts. So we do lots of different things. But here on this channel, we primarily do jewelry. We do cleaning, educational. We do, as I said, mystery boxes, auctions, consignment stores, anywhere we can pick up something interesting and bring it to you. I will give prices. Everything is available unless I say otherwise. I will give a price. All you have to do, if you're interested, send us an email to shadingwhy@gmail.com. In your email to us, be sure to give us a timestamp, description of what you're looking for, and your mailing address. If you haven't purchased from us before, we do once a week invoices on Saturdays, and you don't have to have a PayPal account to pay. All you have to do is have a credit card or debit card. Shipping is $5 in the United States. Under 12 ounces, anything over 12 ounces is based on where you're located and how much it weighs. We have been doing monthly promotions. This month, we are going back to our mystery, non-curated jewelry bags. This has been very, very popular. We did this last year, and we had such a request for it to bring it back. I made the bags a little bigger this time, and only thing I do is I take the bags that we've videoed, I open them up, I don't go through it, I just pick out, reach in, grab jewelry, put it in the bag. That's how the bags are made. The bags are $5 a piece, and I don't weigh them. I have no idea what is in them. I just fill them up until they close, and that's it. This time we're doing it as shipping is whatever the weight is. And you can buy as many bags as you want until we're completely out. They can have anything in them. They can be like this one right here. I can see this is a Tory Burch Fitbit bracelet. This is faux pearls. This is vintage. This is vintage. This is rhinestones. This is glass. This is vintage. So whatever comes out is what you get. So those are $5 a piece. You just tell me how many bags you want, and we are calling these the May mystery bags. So that's what May's promotion is, and that will be going on as long as we have them. And then we also will be having a, we will be having a May giveaway. We also have lots of things coming up through May, and I will be sure to tell you as we go. So I am excited to get into this bag. As I said, I love mystery boxes. You never know what you're going to find. Some can be horrendously bad. Others can be amazingly good. So we're hoping for good, or at least somewhere in the middle. This ring is available to purchase. This is a size 11.5. It is cubic zirconia, marcasites, sterling silver. It is a stunner. I had it sized up because I figured I was going to keep it, and I will keep it, and unless somebody is interested. I have had this for years. I just think it's beautiful. I just had it sized up so I can wear it, but of course I always like to make them available to you. I have so many that I am keeping right now. I'm like, let's share. All right, here's the box. There's something broken. We have some beads on top. Let's get a first look. And that's what we have. Looks like we definitely have some vintage faux pearls. Those are nice. We have stretch bracelet. I'm happy there is some vintage pieces in here. Definitely looks like a lot of faux pearls. Coin necklace. Let's pour this out and see what we have. Okay, this is just pouring out the bag. We have lots of bits and pieces all over. We have an empty Ziploc bag. Like I said, treasure hunting. You never know what you're gonna find. Let's push this over to the side. Look at all this broken stuff. That's sad. What I'm gonna do is push anything that's broken or earrings over to the side. I hope we have, I guess this is an earring, and it obviously one of them's broken because I see pieces to it here. So hopefully we find all of it. That way we can put it back together. All right, earrings and broken pieces to the side. This is a belt buckle. Somebody had it for $2. It is gold tone. It is, you just put a belt through here and pull it, and that's gonna be $1. Hopefully we don't have too many tangles, but this is a Goodwill, and there's generally always tangles. All right, a fold over clasp. This is, first off, let's undo it and straighten it. It's funny, always my first piece, I always seem to have a problem with. I don't know if it's just getting things in order or what. So silver tone, fold over clasp. Let's see if we find a name. It's in really decent condition, a good weight to it, not super, super light, not super, super heavy. Let me give you a size on it. It is 18 inches, so I'm just gonna say, let's get our magnet. It is slightly magnetic, so I'm gonna say, let's do $5 for that one. All right, this looks like this. It does have some scratches, silver tone, these wood beads. This goes over buttons, okay? So you put a button through there and pull it, so it stays put. So generally this would have been on a sweater, so that's gonna be $1. This is plastic. You see the seams, faux pearls. It is 24 inches. That's gonna be $1. I will put all little bracelets and bangles over to the side. This is pretty. This is plastic, faceted purple and fuchsia beads with open silver tone beads. That's gonna be $3. This is another one of those these go over buttons, and this one is silver tone with a tassel. That's gonna be $1. Oh, this is nice. These beauties are mother of pearl. Oh, let's see what we have here. This is broken, unfortunately. It was a, what do you call it? Barrel clasp. But the one of the ends is broken off, so you need to put new, why is it hard to talk today? Sorry. So you need to put a new clasp on the end. Let me show you. This is tip to tip right now, 16¼ inch. But look at these beauties. Let me see if our lighting is good. Aren't those just gorgeous? These are mother of pearl beads, and they feel like butter. That's so sweet. I love that. So on the mother of pearl beads, because you need to put a new clasp on it, I'm gonna say I can actually put a new clasp on it myself, but if nobody purchases it, I'll fix it myself. But this, I'm gonna say, let's do $6. Those are beautiful. All right, let's see if we can pull this out. Okay, we got something out. This is definitely Groovy, cool, vintage. Looks like 50s style, 60s at the latest, I would say. No name. This is faux. I'm going to guess it's faux. It kind of looks like mother of pearl, but I don't see a seam. These are like silver tone. These are plastic, not plastic, but like some type of plastic. It is 3-strand. It is tip to tip, 19 inches. It is a shepherd's hook. There's a little discoloration on the extension, but I'm gonna say let's do $7. That is so pretty. We have a little fashion ring. It is missing a lot of the tone. It is a size 7¼ That's going to be $1. All right, this is pretty. This is gold tone beads, and then you can see a seam on the beads, but see the thing in the middle, see how it closes in? So it is on that bar, but the beads slide on the bar. It is a thumb clasp. It is a size 7. And I'm going to say, let's do $5. More broken stuff. We have another little fashion ring. This one is just a band, silver tone, size 4¼ to 4½. That's going to be $1. All right, here is our little coin bracelet necklace. It is a thumb clasp. These, let's see if they all say the same thing. No, they're not all the same, because that's like an Indian chief. It has a number. Let's see what it says. 1809, and then the next one is Elizabeth, Regina. Okay, it looks like there's 2 coins. So the chief and the Elizabeth Regina. It is 16 inches. That is sweet. Actually, good condition. And I'm going to say, let's do $8 for the coin bracelet. And there is the Elizabeth Regina. And there is the Indian Chief. Nice. Oh, look at this. Let's see if I can get this out easy. Oh, wait. There's more of those coins. All right. We got a lot of tangles. Okay, this was crazy. I stopped because it was so tangled. It was so tangled, my fingers hurt from untangling it. So, again, everything untangled, I hope. And let's go at it again. This is amazing. This is acrylic. There are no seams. There's some goo that we can get off with some Goo Be Gone. Beautiful. You can see the marbling in it. Love that. This is a size 7.5. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do $7. Love that. All right. This stretch, these are gorgeous. These are glass. They are faceted and Aurora Borealis effect on them. Let's go in a little tighter. But these are beautiful. They have, they're like a green, like a seafoam green with like a little, I'm going to say champagne to them. So I'm going to say $5 for that one. Now this is, I believe this is called Ocean 40, I believe it is, or 40 Ocean, one or the other. This is glass beads, and generally these pull, and for every one of these sold, they go to protect the beaches, and but this one has been waxed shut. And it is a size 7. It is not stretch. And these are $40. And 10% of that goes to cleaning the oceans. You can tell it says 40 and then ocean. So on this one, I'm going to say, let's do $6. Let's see. What is on top? All right, this one is tied in between, and these look like they are graduated, smaller on the top. There is no clasp. These look, not that they're signed or anything like that, but these are like the type of faux pearls that Miriam Haskell used. However, there's no signature, so there is no way of authenticating these for myself. But these are wonderful. And I'm going to say, I mean, there is, see, this one has a little bit of peeling on it. So there could be some peeling on some of them. But they are actually quite beautiful. And on these, I'm going to say, let's do $10. Love those. Now this is silver tone, and it is a lobster clasp. It is 4 strands, and it's a premier design. It is 18 inches with a 2-inch extension, and then the pendant is 2.5 inches. The pendant goes from here to here. And on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do $6. This is pretty. This is called, what is that called? Gilzara. And these are clay beads, okay? They are stretch, but I think it needs to be redone. See how that's really thick right there? And that's really thin. And, well, that's all thick, 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 thick. And then it's super thin right there. But these are beautiful clay beads. Aren't those pretty? It's like they are almost patchwork like. But on these, I'm gonna say, let's just do $5 since it needs to be restrung. All right, these are, oh, these are Nugu, N-O-G-U. These are mermaid glass beads, okay? And they are amazingly like around $40. They're having a sale right now, and they're $27. But aren't those beautiful? It's supposed to have, as they describe mermaid beads, having the ocean in each bead. See how the blue flashes on us? But they are definitely glass. And on these, I'm going to say, I mean, they're stretch and gorgeous. I'm going to, oh, and their fittings are either sterling silver, gold plated, or stainless steel. And let's see if this one says anything, because it didn't say that they were marked. This one has their logo, which is an N with an Egyptian eye. So on this one, I'm going to say, let's do, it's beautiful. I'm going to say, let's do $6. All right. These are pretty. Let's see if there's a name on these. I don't see a name on these. These are stretch. There is 3, and they are attached, and they are gray and pink. They are faceted with, you know, an iridescent or aurora borealis feel to them. Gorgeous. So on the 3 of these, I'm going to say, let's do $6. This is a gold wash flat lay. It is, I don't think there's a name on this. It's a lobster clasp and no name. Let's get us a size. It is 17.5 inches. Beautiful flat lay. And I'm going to say, let's do $5. This one is a silver tone lobster clasp, and then it is circles and like these odd shapes, and it looks like their circles are hammered. It's at the bottom, 2 layers. The shortest is 17 inches, and the longest is 22 inches with a 1-inch extension. And I'm gonna say, let's do $5 for that. Let's see if there's a, this is Premier Design also, a gold tone lobster clasp with these discs. It is 30 inches, and on the Premier Design disc, I'm gonna say, let's do $5. This has two, you know, this might be a wrap bracelet, I'm gonna guess, because looks like it should be. Let me try. It has two lobster clasp. One says bless, one disc says bless, and then there's a cross, and then this is braided. It's stiff, so I don't know if it's leather or faux leather. Yeah, so I'm gonna say, just the way this looks, it should be a wrap bracelet with two blessed and then a cross. It is black, and it wraps 3 times, and it is between 6.5 and 6 3/4. So I'm just gonna say, let's do $3 on that one. This is pretty. This is shell, mother of pearl. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then it has a gold wash to it and a mesh chain. The chain, let's see, we have a knot. If somebody purchases this, I'll get that out. But it's a beautiful gold tone shepherd's hook chain. The shepherd's hook does not have a name on it. It is $15 inches with an additional 3-inch extension, and the pendant with the bail is 2 3/4 of an inch. Isn't that just nice? It's beautiful. I love it with the gold. And I'm gonna say, let's do $8 for the mother of pearl shell. This is Premier Design again. It is 2-tone, or is it 3-tone? Yeah, it's copper, silver tone, and brass tone. It is 40 inches using the extension. I think there's a little discoloration. See how that looks dark? So I know there is a website that tells you how to clean Premier Design pieces. So I'm gonna say, let's just do $3 on that one. This is one of those necklaces. It is still knotted up a little bit. It should be easy to unknot this, but it's faux pearls, and this is fabric threading. And I'm just gonna say $1 on that. This is vintage. Oops, see, there. And it is, these are beautiful. These are tied in between. I think these are acrylic, and it is a hidden clasp. See? That came out strange, didn't it? And you push it down and pull it out, and there's no name on it. and it goes back together, but it's a hidden clasp. It is graduated, larger at the bottom than it is the top. It is 32 inches, and the knots are a little discolored, so I think you need to like maybe put this in like a solution of Dawn and warm water and just let it soak for a little bit, and then take it out and you lay it flat. Do not hang it up, and let it dry to get those get it clean. So on this one, I'm gonna say let's do $6. Love that vintage closure. Now this one is very pretty, another flat lay. This one has a thumb clasp, and it is a beautiful S chain. It is 24 inches, and I'm going to say let's do $6 for that one. The gold is a really pretty gold to it. This one is pretty. This is also a flat lay, but it's like a square flat lay, and I don't remember what this is called. It's like triangles connected, and they're kind of in a box, and it is adjustable. Like the longest this can be is 28 inches. It is beautiful, and then you can make it also short by just pulling it apart. And on this one, I'm gonna say let's do $10. This is kind of interesting, I thought. This is definitely vintage. This is a barrel clasp, and these are like vinyl, kinda. They're supposed to look like shells, and they're in clusters all the way down like a cluster rope. Again, they're dirty, and there's a section with some missing. So this is about 18 inches, but because it has that missing, I'm just gonna say $1 for that. But I love that one. This one is just a varnished wood cross on twine, and I'm gonna say $1 for that one. This I thought was interesting. Now, this is not signed, but it is possibly, I'm thinking, a purse keychain. It's got this huge thumb clasp here, and this is a key ring, okay, an old-fashioned like 1950s, 60s key ring. And I was thinking that maybe you could attach it to your purse, and this would be long, so it would be easy to find your keys. It is 18 inches, or you can use it as a really groovy necklace. And on this one, I'm gonna say let's do $5. These are really pretty. This, let me get it out without tangling it. Look at this beauty. This is 68 inches of stunning glass beads. I believe they have an Aurora Borealis effect to them. It is one long strand, really super heavy. The bigger ones obviously are weighted at the end, and then they get really small up at the front. And I just think this is gorgeous, and I'm going to say let's do look at that. Isn't that just stunning? I'm gonna say let's do $45. This one is a beauty. I love that this box has so much vintage. Speaking of vintage, We have another, this is plastic. You can slightly see the seams. It is white and a gold tone. Let's see, this one is a thumb clasp. I don't see a name. It has gold beads in between. It is 24 inches. And on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do $6. This one is silver tone thumb clasp. These also are a plastic, a vintage plastic. They do have seams, and there's a little area in between, but I don't think they are tied. They're just spaced. And this is 24 inches, and that's going to be just $3. This one is black. Let's see. I mean, you know, it's definitely vintage. It has some marks on it. You know, when you're aged, you got some marks. This is a size, I'm going to say 7 3/4, and I'm going to say, let's just do $4 for the black acrylic bracelet or bangle. This one is catching on everything. This is like an antiqued silver tone shepherd's hook. It is not signed, and there is some discoloration to the shepherd's hook, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? These are double strand bicone beads, and these are also glass. Aren't those stunning? The shortest is 13 inches, and the longest is about 14 and a half. And then you have every single one of these are bicone beads, and the extension is 3.5 inches. Another one that is just gorgeous vintage. And I'm going to say on this one, let's do $28. Love that. So this is really pretty. I don't see a name on it. It is silver tone and gold tone, but there is some discoloration, but it needs to be restrung. It completely is shredding, but it will be very pretty if somebody does restring this, and that's just going to be $1. And then we have this beauty, which is, look at this, Napier. Isn't that fabulous? A thumb clasp, and it is gold tone, 29 inches, and look at these leaves. They are really done well. They are completely tied on, okay? And so each one has this like gold glitterish weaved through it. So the Napier metal leaves, the 30-inch chain is online from $50 to $75. Stunning, stunning pieces. This is just a gorgeous necklace. And on this one, I'm going to offer it to subscribers for, let's do $38. This is a beauty. And like I said, it is Napier. Isn't this the best? With all this vintage, I love it. All right, next we have just this chain. It is silver tone with a thumb clasp. It is a curb chain. It is 23 inches. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's just do $3. Next we have, look at these. These are pretty, I think. Very, very basic. There is a barrel clasp. It is 24 inches. And look at these Hishi beads. Aren't those beautiful? They are like a blush, a white, a gold, and a brown. And they are just gorgeous. And there's no pendant, but I thought you could use a pendant with this that would look really great. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do $7. All right, this one I think is next. Oh, we have this, I believe. Let me see. Yes, hold on. There we go. So that needs to be glued back on, but it's like a torque with an extension, a lobster clasp, and let's see. The extension has came off the chain. So if anybody wants me to repair that, let me know. I can also repair the elephant. However, if you want it just the way it is, I'm going to say let's just do $2. And if you want me to repair it, I will clean off all the glue and replace the howlite piece, and then also fix the extension, and I will do $7. Let me put that in a bag so it doesn't get separated. Okay, we have these earrings. These are fun. These are clip-ons, silver tone, and that's what they look like. Aren't those pretty? There's some darkening in this center rhinestone right here, but it's there. But I just thought these were so interesting. I'd probably say these might be from the 80s. That's when it be my guess. I mean, could be 90s, but they look very, very 80s to me. And on these, I'm going to say, let's do, love them. I'm going to say, let's do $4. Then we have this ring. This is adjustable. This says Western Germany. And look at that. There's no missing rhinestones. It is adjustable, as I said, but it is tiered. I just love it. So cool. And the smallest it can be is a 6.5, probably to about a size 8. But I love that Western Germany vintage tier ring. Just cool. I'm going to say let's do $10 for that one. We have this one, which is really neat. This is also, I think it's a fashion ring. It is slightly magnetic, but how cool is this? First off, let me get you a size. It is a size 7, 7.25, but it is a sun with a face and the moon with a face. And on this one, I'm going to say, let me get that in there. I'm going to say let's do $6 on that one. Now this one is, I believe, Avon. Let's see. Yes, Avon. A gold tone cross. It needs to be wiped down. It has a little smuts on it. It is 28 inches, and the cross with the bail is 2 3/4 of an inch. Avon, I'm going to say let's do $3 on that one. We have this, does it have, yeah, I can feel a seam here. This is kind of looks like a cool color. I'm gonna say this is like maybe an ivory color, but it's definitely a plastic. It is 8 1/4. This one has a loose piece that needs to be repaired. It is a shepherd's hook, but it's pretty cool. These are gold tone. This one goes about right there. It's definitely vintage again, but just really cool. These are all metal and they are painted, very distressed. And then it has these painted balls. So I'm gonna put this all together and it's just gonna be $2. If you want me to reattach it, it'll be $5. Oh, let me give you, did I give you a size? I don't remember. 25 inches. Another one, I'm telling you, this is one of the, I don't see a lot of vintage, but this one is just packed, which I love. Now, this is a barrel clasp. These are, I'm gonna say they might be acrylic, and then check these out. I'm gonna, I think this is gonna be plastic, but let's just check and see if it glows. I mean, it does glow a bit, but some plastics glow also. Because I was thinking that it might be a horn, but I'm kind of thinking not. Well, let's turn the light back on, Marilyn. These are wood for sure, okay? But see these lines? I mean, they're just interesting. But I'm gonna say they're plastic meant to look like bone, okay? And it is 20 inches, and I'm gonna say let's do $5 on that one. And then we have this one. I don't think this has an, oh yeah, it does. Let's see. No, I think it has a thumb clasp. It has a square and a circle and a dot in it. I'm not sure who that is. It is 29 inches, and then it's got this shell. It's made of metal. And on this one, I'm gonna say, let's do $6. Then, exciting, okay, we have this one. These all get mixed up a little bit. All right, let me find the clasp. Oh, right here. All right, this is JBK, which is the Jackie Bouvier Kennedy Rebake line by Camrose and Cross. It is a lobster clasp and a lobster clasp. Okay, so you could wear these as just a single strand or a double strand. These are vintage and they do well. The shortest one is 26 inches and the longest one is 29 inches. They have rhinestones in the center of each one, and there's none missing. And this is in excellent, excellent condition. Let's do 35 on this one. I am excited about that one. I know, I get excited about vintage. Okay, This one, also a beauty. And this one is, let me see if I don't think this one has, oh yeah, there it is. All right. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a scroll chain in a gold tone. And then it has these beautiful, like, pink beads. No, I think these are glass. They're beautiful. It has a large thumb clasp. It is one single strand. It is 44 inches. Love. And I'm gonna do, let's say $28 because it's not signed. Okay. Then we have this pen that has a fleur-de-lis and a locket. Let me see if I can get that locket open. There's the inside of the locket. It doesn't say anything, but definitely vintage also. It is a beauty. And on that one, I'm going to say, let's do $8. And it's a silver tone. This is interesting. I was thinking this could be Anne Klein, but Anne Klein is really good about signing their stuff, and this is not signed. We do happen to have an Anne Klein right here. I mean, it could be. Unfortunately, this Anne Klein is broke. However, these, look at these. These are like rope, like, how do I explain it? It looks like a threaded rope. That's the best way. It is not thread, it is metal. And then they are tied, and these are non-movable. However, it's an open-ended necklace. And it is end-to-end 42 inches. But I love that. And I'm going to say, let's do $12 for that one. And again, we have this one. It does have a thumb clasp, but unfortunately it is broken and needs to be soldered back together. And I haven't figured out soldering yet. It is tip to tip 26 inches, but since it's broke, I'm just gonna say $1. Now this one is a silver tone with a lot of discoloration. So that one's just gonna be $1, and it looks like so. Then we have this one. All right, let's see what this says. This says Claire's, and it is like a ribbon and a horse and a clock, a key and a horseshoe, and another lock. It is tip to tip 17 inches, but there is some discoloration, and that ribbon looks bad, so that's just going to be $1. Now here is another one of the rope, coin necklaces, and these all are Elizabeth Regina. Okay, and they're the mini coins. It is a thumb clasp. It is 25 inches, And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do 15 on this one. Then we have 2 of these. Let's see, this came off? No. All right, so this one has a bead chain, and it is 18 inches. And then on the inside of it, I think that's supposed to be possibly a mermaid reading. So that's going to be $3. And then this one doesn't look to have a chain. And this one looks like a woodland fairy. There's your bag. And I'm going to say, let's do $2 on that one. Then we have this chain, which is discolored. It's silver tone. It is 18 inches, and that's going to be $1. We have this pretty piece. I'm going to put this over to the side, and I'm going to test these and see if these are possibly a stone. But these are pretty. Another open end gold tone, excellent condition. This is 33 inches. And I'll put on the screen if this is stone, and I'll also put a price because it matters. Let's put that right there. We have this one, which is faux pearls in a circle, gold tone little chain. It is marked, what does that say? I lost my, here it is. I lost my loop for a moment there. It says NS, and it's a thumb clasp. It is 16 inches, and I'm going to say just $1. This one is pretty. This one, gold tone with this delicate little pendant, 2 faux pearls. It is a cable chain with a thumb clasp, and it says Korea, and it is 18 inches, not including the pendant. But isn't that just sweet? I thought so. So this one's going to be $5. And then we have this one, which is a fold over clasp with no name. $18 inches, so that's just going to be $1. This one is engraved. It says Eden Brewing Department, 131.92. It does close. There is no photos inside, but both of them have the frames still intact. So that one, very, very pretty gold tone. And this one, I'm going to say, let's do $10. Then we have this one. This is tiny. Look at this tiny little thumb clasp. Isn't that just tiny? It says, all right, I can't read it. 14K. I'm going to test this one and see if it really is a 14K. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We have this necklace that says Claire's, and it says Little Sis. A lobster clasp, and then like a little owl with blue eyes, and that's cute. So on that one, I'm gonna say just $2. We have a fairy with a green little stone. It is gold tone, cable chain, lobster clasp, about, I'm gonna say a 1/2 inch extension. And it is 15 inches, not including the fairy. So that's gonna be $3. This one's really sweet. Maybe a canoe, and it's got 3 little flowers, yellow flowers. And it is a thumb clasp also. Let's see if it says anything. No, it does not. And it is 15 inches, but isn't that just the sweetest little like flower canoe? And on that one, I'm gonna say $5. This one is a thumb clasp and a little tag. Let's see if it says anything. It does not. It is 18 inches, and I'm gonna say let's do $5 for that one. Then we have this little silver one, a little tiny thumb clasp again, and this one says 925, and this is 18 inches. So I'm gonna test this one and this one at the end, because there's a couple things we'll test all at once. All right, let me go through the other pieces, and I'll be right back. Let's do our April giveaway. So I, this year, have decided that we're doing a monthly giveaway. This giveaway is for anything from this particular video that was from Tuesday night. Anything that did not sell, you could pick one item. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the URL, go over to the YouTube comment picker, put in the URL. It already has filtered duplicate users. We're going to have one winner. We put in the sum 9. See how many comments we got. Wow, we only got 26 comments. So where's the thing? Down here. Okay, ready? Fingers crossed. Good luck, everybody. Sorry about that. My Ring doorbell actually threw me off of the video. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Anyway, the winner is Deborah Thatcher 9511. She says, "Love the pearl ring you were wearing for the giveaway." Unfortunately, that ring is already sold. However, I'm going to show you a photo of what we have left. All right, here are all the pieces that we have that are left from the video. Deborah, all you have to do is tell me which piece you want, and we will go ahead and send you your winning. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate everybody participating. We appreciate each and every one of you for being subscribers of our channel. And again, congratulations to Deborah Thatcher. Be sure that you stay tuned for the following months because we're having more giveaways. We have all kinds of things coming. We are almost at 5,000 subscribers. June, we have our 4-year anniversary. We have lots of things coming up, so definitely stay tuned for lots of giveaways. Hope everybody's having a great day, and let's get back to the video. Okay, this is what we have left. We also have these pieces, which have no matches. However, these I'm going to hold back until next week because we, as I said, we do have another box that came at the same time, and hopefully we'll be able to at least get a couple matches. I hope we get this one, which is a stone, but there's some nice ones in here, quality pieces. All right, let's push these over to the side and go through what we have that does match. All right, we have these two. Let's see if they have a seam. There is a seam. I'm trying to think. I think we have another one of these that we did through. So I'm gonna have the 3 of them, and these are an early plastic. I'm just gonna say $1. This one is it thinner? Yeah, this one's thinner. Oh, let me give you a size on these. These are 8 1/4. So for the 3, it's going to be $1. Then we have this one that is like a faux tortoiseshell. It is a size 8 1/2. I'm going to do $1 for that one. Very nice. We have this one, which is stretch, which is like little metal or silver tone. There's some discoloration, $1. This one has some discoloration, but this is definitely old. It is oval and it's like a bamboo, gold tone. Let's get some light better. This one is a size 8, and on this one I'm gonna do $3. These are really pretty. These have just disc. There is a bird, an elephant. This elephant matches, but it could go with this one. But there is no empty. But these are a size 7 1/4, and they are magnetic. So I'm gonna put these in a bag with the little loose elephant, and these are gonna be $4. I love those, and they're gold tone. Okay, we have these that I need to straighten this bag. They're metal, they're enamel around the side, and this kind of looks like a animal print, but it's gold. And on these, they just need to be wiped down. I'm gonna say $4. This is just fashion. It is attached, so it is not a adjustable. It is a size 7 1/2, gold tone with a black triangle and a feather. I'm gonna say let's just do $3. These are so groovy 90s or 80s. They could be either, I guess. They do have the backs. They are like a resin. Actually, they feel glass, but I'll turn on the Presidium because we do have those beads that we need to test. So I'll put these over to the side to see if they do measure up glass. Okay, these are retro groovy. These are like, The best way to describe these is like a paper mache. Aren't they fabulous? They're red and pink. Definitely 80s, 90s. But I'm just going to say $2 for those. I love those. So groovy. Okay, these are pretty. 90s too also. I love how vintage all these pieces were. Gold tone with these red resin balls. That's the way they look, gold tone. And I'm going to say, let's just do $2. We have these, which are clip-ons. They go like so. They're a gold wash. They could have some discoloration, but it's like really cool the way it looks like a gold wash. And on these, I'm just going to say $2. We have these hoops, gold tone, magnetic, little, I'm going to say 1/2-inch hoops, but they're nice and chunky. So on these, I'm going to say, let's just do $2. Let's see. These are pretty. They are, I'm going to say a resin, red and like a plum. These I'm going to say $2. These are not signed. They are clip-ons. They are really good quality. One of the best things I love about these is check out, let's see, they go like so, yeah. How they're like in and out, in and out. Let's go a little closer. These are gold tone and they look round, but when you look at them this way, they have like a wave to them. And on these, I'm going to say, let's just do $2. These I really like. These are, I'm going to put these over to the side and test those also. Oh, it looks like it is warmed up. Okay, so these are a resin. And I'm going to say, let's do $4 on those. And then these were the other ones. These must be a resin also because they don't move. But aren't those great? With the blue and the clear. See how you can see through them? And then they're blue, clear, and then black. I believe that last one is, yeah, black. And these I'm going to say, let's do $4. We have these that are gold tone. These might be Avon. Gold tone with enamel. Those are going to be $2. These have mismatched backs, so I'll put silicone backs on them, and they are a gold tone with a green and a blue wash. Let's do $4 on those. Look at these vintage beauties. Yeah, let me get them apart. So they're clip-ons. Oh, they're signed. I didn't even see that. It says Japan. And they're like, so. I'll get them straight. Hold on. Be patient with me. These need to be cleaned. There's a little bit. Hold on. Let me see. There's a little bit of discoloration. I don't think it's verdigris, but look at those. Aren't those cool cha-chas with lots of little dangles? And on these, I'm going to say, because they need to be cleaned, I'm just going to say, let's do $3. Let's see. Unfortunately, as I said, this one's broke. Okay, but they're beautiful. But the pieces are all here to repair them. Just need to be glued back together. And they're made out of painted wood and rhinestones. I think that's all of it, yeah. So we have the back, the middle, top, very top. The pierced piece, and here is where you need to put it back together and then glue these together. And then you will have one that looks just like this. And I'm going to put this all in a bag, and they're simply going to be $1 because you have to fix the one. But these are very cool, probably vintage, and those are just going to be $1. We have some string that's going in the trash. These are pretty. These are gold tone. And they're like circles that hang from this pierced gold bead. As I said, they're all gold tone. And on these, I'm going to say $2. Let's see. These are my favorites. Oh, close to favorite. Right up there, let me tell you. So they're clip-ons. I don't see a name. They should be named. These are quality. Needs to just be wiped down. But look at them. They're elephants. These are like a enamel coated. These are gold tone clip-ons. And then the elephant is in gold and it hangs down. I love these. That's the back. And that's the front. And I'm going to do $10 on these. Love those. Let's keep those together. These are pretty. These are silver tone. Really straight backs. Oh, I didn't notice the pearl missing. It might be here. I'll put this over to the side and see if I find that pearl. Oh, that's a shame. These are faux pearls. I do not see a signature. Yeah, they're faux. And they're really pretty. Just a big pearl and little pearl. Let's say $2 for those. Then you have these. I think these are Avon. Yeah, they say Avon copyright sign. And they're a turquoise bead, a faux pearl, and like a swirl in gold tone. Those are going to be $3. Let's see. This one's by itself. That has to go with the others. These are not signed. They need to be wiped down. They're faux pearls and starfish. Gold tone. Those are going to be $2. And any more earrings? Oh, these. But these are broken. Where's the other one? Yeah. The spacer came off the end. So when you hold them up, they fall down. But they don't come apart. So those are just going to be $1. Let's see. This one is definitely, when you find these, like, what are they called? Carabiners. Definitely look for a signature. This one does not have one, but I have found these to be, I found one that was 18 karat gold. I found one that was 14 karat gold. This is 10. I don't know what it's referring to, if, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to do $2 on the carabiner with the 10. And then we have a lot of faux rings. These are pretty. These, I think something's missing on these. I love them. No, maybe not, because they look the same. Yeah, maybe I was just looking at them wrong. Okay, so we have red stars, and then some silver tone chain, and then blue stars. I like these. And 4th of July coming up, Memorial Day coming up, I'm going to say let's do $6 on those. Okay, and these, I believe, are fashion. It's a lot of them. Unfortunately, we do not have the pearl on these, so these are just going to be $1, but these are really good. They're just cool looking, so just $1 on those. Just a stretchy, that's $1. Okay, let's get out, see if any of these are magnetic. Whoa, just one. All right, so this, I don't have a clue. Adjustable. Right now it's sitting at a 7 1/4. That's going to be $1. This one's pretty. It is like a faux turquoise. That one is a size 8. Let's do $3. This one's pretty. This is like a chain that has some discoloration, but it is a size 9 1/4. That's going to be $3. This one's pretty with like a scroll. It's a size 5. That's $1. A size 7, and that was just square open, $1. Another chain in a rose gold tone, size 5 3/4, $1. This is another rose gold chain, link chain, 7 1/2. That's going to be $1. No missing rhinestones on this one. It has a pink rhinestoned ribbon. It is a 7. It says hope on the inside, and on this one feels really, really nice. I'm going to do $5 on that one. This one's another one that feels nice. It is a size 6. That's going to be $1. This one is small but very pretty. It is a size 5 3/4. That's going to be $1. This one has rhinestones, nothing missing. Is that missing? Yes, this one's missing on this side. There's one on this side, not this side. So 7 1/4, that's going to be $1. Another chain. This one's a square chain, 7 1/2. That's going to be $1. Another chain, size 5 3/4, $1. Size 7, $1. Another scroll, size 5 1/4, $1. This one is a yin and yang, size 7. That's going to be $2. And the last one has some green discoloration on the back and front, and that is a size 7 3/4. It has the copper showing through, and that's $1, and that's going to go in a bag so it doesn't touch anything. All right, I don't know if I did this chain. Is it marked? It's marked sterling. All right, so everything else we need to test. There's a lot of dirt on the table, so let's show you the last pieces. This is stunning. First off, I saw this and it was like this, so I'm thinking it's an earring, a single earring. It's a peacock. And it's super, super light filigree. And then I turned it to the back. There was a bail clipped into the pen back. So I don't know if there's going to be another one in the next box, possibly. But you can take off this earring, and it's a pendant, or you can use it as a pen. It is a dangle peacock, and I see these running online, sold prices. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous with the cups? Anywhere, surprisingly, from about $60 up to about $200. I don't see one that has the earring, the bail, and the pen. So on this one, I'm going to offer it for $60. Isn't that gorgeous? Love. Like I said, you never know what you're... Oh, and this is probably 800 silver. So I will test this. The possible gold necklace. The possible sterling necklace. We found one earring pearl, and it's marked 14 karat gold. The earring back is not gold. So this is what we're going to be testing. And we also have this piece. We said we were going to test the stones. All right. Go out a little bit so you can see the presidium. Okay, they are not even glass. Okay. Let's see if this is magnetic. It is not. I mean, it is magnetic. But they are really pretty. They are, let me give you a length on them. 32 inches. Actually, from tip to tip, it is 34 inches. These are like a resin, but they look like a jade. And on this, I'm going to say, let's do $6. All right, so this is what we have to test. All right, let's get out a stone. All right, we'll do the gold first on this one because we have two things that are possibly gold. All right, you really want to support this so you don't bend the stem. There is our earring that says 14K. And here is our little necklace. It is a French rope chain, super delicate, with this tiny little thumb clasp. Both of these are marked. And this necklace is 18 inches. 14K. I was thinking these are going to be gold because they just feel like it. So I'm putting these over here with the acid. I want to put it out of our way so it isn't possibly that I'll touch it. All right, so this one is a thumb clasp also. This is also a French rope chain. This is 19 inches. And whenever I'm doing chains, I generally scratch the clasp and the chain, because sometimes they can put new clasp on chains and they might not be sterling. This one is a curb chain, and it is 21 inches. So there's both of those. We have our little peacock. This is so delicate. I just want to be very, very careful. And I'm just rubbing it back and forth without putting any pressure on it. And the last thing, I'll just go ahead and test this to see if it is sterling or something. If I can pick it back up. And that's just the earring bag that came off the gold piece. The gold is still holding. All right, the little earring bag is not sterling, and I'm going to do the clasp on this one again. This is sterling. I'm going to do this one again. Okay, the clasp, strange enough, which says 14K, isn't testing as not 14K, as sterling. I might have, but the chain is testing as 14K. Why do I keep saying 14K? Sterling, I mean. Oops, I think I just touched the chain. Let me clean this chain real quick. All right, let's see if this chain is... Yeah, the second the chain hits the acid, it is sterling, just not the clasp. Okay, that's very unusual. So, let's wipe this all down. The gold is still holding. All right, prices on the screen, and I will sell the little pearl because people have asked me to sell the single pearls. It is 14 karat, and I will put a price on the screen. And because it's so tiny, I am not going to have a 14K back for this, but I will put a silicone back on for you. So, we have the little peacock, 2 chains, a gold chain, a gold earring, pearl earring. And I think we have some pretty good pieces. I think one of the best pieces that we have is these Groovy earrings. I was in shock with how cool the vintage in this one is. Some great pieces that we have. This Aurora Borealis 70-inch, I think it was around 70-inch, graduated crystal. We have the vintage pink scroll chain. That is very groovy, and love that. Love the Kennedy, Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy piece. That is fabulous. This one, which I was really surprised, that was Napier. This cool fleur-de-lis. I love the mother of pearl. Never heard of the mermaid glass. And these, in my opinion, could be Miriam Haskell. So just some really cool pieces. Do not forget, we just started our May promotion, which is $5 bags. There's no, I'm not curating those. I'm taking them straight out of the bags that I already have. I haven't gone through those. I video them, and whatever's out in the bag, it goes in your bags. And thanks so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with us. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.